There's a very old saying in the world of finance. It goes like this: buy on the rumour, sell on the news. Or to put it more bluntly, if you're a stock market aficionado and you hear something that you think might make the price of a particular stock go up, you buy it as quickly as you can, only then to dump it as soon as the news is confirmed. Bish, bash, bosh, you've made a hunk of change by being shrewd and buying the stock before the price rocketed. And then you've cashed in by selling that same stock as those less astute as you, and possibly with much larger wallets, scramble to play catch-up. Even if the stock you're buying on the rumour is less than $1 per share and doubles in value over a morning's trading, if you time it right and you buy a couple thousand shares at that lower price, you can stand to make a tidy profit. It's this promise of making a big profit on so-called penny stocks, stocks worth literally less than $1 each, that most appeals to day traders. Institutional investors, those who are responsible for massive portfolios like retirement funds worth hundreds of millions of dollars, do tend to be more cautious of making massive speculative investments based off rumours. They tend to do a lot more due diligence into the stocks they're investing in, and if the stock is one that's unknown to them or doesn't have a performance that meshes with past history, they're unlikely to invest. So why is this all important, I hear you ask? We are, after all, an automotive channel, not a financial channel. But that little bit of information I just gave you will help you to understand what just happened to the stock of a lithium mining company from Nevada when a press release hit the wire yesterday afternoon claiming, falsely, that Tesla had acquired it. I will tell you more in just 1 second, as well as explain why this proves yet again that Tesla, and honestly every other automaker out there, needs a decent PR department. But first, a quick reminder that if you like our mixture of sarcasm, wit and fact, we would love it if you'd consider hitting subscribe and that notification bell and making sure you've checked your notification preferences for this channel. And if you want to go one step further, stick around until the end and I'll tell you the ways you can help us grow and pay those bills. Now, back to the Tesla acquisition, which wasn't. On Tuesday this week, a 6-paragraph press release hit several press release aggregation services, or to use the correct parlance, newswires. It claimed that, quote, Tesla acquired Lithium Corporation, a lithium mining company based in Nevada. I'll read you the press release in a bit, but since the news release was listed on multiple sites, including MarketWatch, one of the largest wire services, the stock market and, more importantly, Tesla fans on Twitter began reacting to the news. And because any news involving Elon Musk is bound to spread like wildfire, it didn't take long before this alleged acquisition was causing the penny stock of Lithium Corporation to triple in value. One pretty well-known Tesla fan, Sawyer Merritt, shared the screen post of said press release, and within a matter of 30 minutes, that tweet had been retweeted by hundreds of his followers. It's likely that his post unwittingly caused the share price to react the way it did, going from 29 cents per share to $1.02 in just 45 minutes. Then, almost as quickly as it happened, the price fell back down as the PR firm the press release purported to be from, and the Lithium Corporation, rushed to disavow any knowledge of either the press release or the alleged merger. 5W Public Relations, the firm listed in the phony press release as the media contact, stated, quote, We do not know the origin of the press release or why our contact information is listed. We did not issue this release as we do not represent either company. End quote. Meanwhile, Lithium Corporation went one step further, stating, quote, Contrary to a press release issued by unknown parties on the 12th of April and rumours circulating on social media, we have not received so much as an expression of interest from Tesla. Then it went on to add, We would be happy to chat with Elon if he was inclined, but presently there is not relationship between the two companies. End quote. Neither Tesla nor Elon Musk acknowledged the existence of this press release when it was released, when it caused the stock price of Lithium Corporation to rise, or indeed after it fell back down again. And this, frankly did nothing to halt the progress of what was effectively someone's very illegal attempts to commit securities fraud. And right now, as I'm recording this, we still don't know who was responsible for that false press release, or indeed how it got onto the newswire services it did. That's a completely other matter. However, you can bet your retirement fund on the fact that the SEC is probably already doing things to try and figure out what happened, and if they go after the perpetrators like they've gone after Elon Musk for making what are patently material statements about Tesla on Twitter, this could be quite a long and interesting story to follow. But look, this whole debacle proves two things to me very clearly. First, there are just way too many people covering Tesla who lack journalistic training, and second, Tesla, and any other electric automaker right now, needs a decent press department. Let's tackle the people who cover Tesla first. While no news outlet is completely infallible from believing a story is true when it isn't, making content about Tesla online is a surefire way to make money, and thus, while many more established news sites, especially those with folk who worked in the media before Tesla came along, might have taken one look at the press release and seen red herrings, there are way too many influencers out there willing and able to put likes and subscribes before context. And yes, I know this is a big personal irritation of mine, but as I've said time and time again, context is always king. And while we've got stuff wrong in the past on this channel, we do try and go out of our way to correct things when we do screw up. Few of the folks that reported on this particular news release as true appear to have done that. So was it easy to spot that it wasn't real? Well, let's put it like this. I've read plenty of press releases in my time, from the epic loquacious tombs of swallowed thesauri that are BMW and Mercedes press releases, to the short, sweet, perfunctory statements made by Ford from time to time. If the first paragraph seems out of place or doesn't scan right, I personally will doubt a press release's authenticity. And if it continues in the same vein, or is written with basic grammatical errors and spelling errors, I'm going to doubt it even more. A lack of direct quotes? Well, that's another downvote. So with that, let's read the entire press release because, yeah. And I'm going to try and read it as it appears. Mistakes et al. And if you're reading this on screen, you should know that we included the mistakes verbatim. April 12th, 2022, Tesla confirmed it acquired Nevada-based lithium mining company LTUM Lithium Corporation. Elon Musk announced that Tesla, quote, might have to get into mining and refining, end quote, of lithium due to recent price increases to, quote, insane levels, end quote. He previously announced 2 years ago that Tesla would get into the lithium mining business. At Tesla's Battery Day event, the automaker announced that it is getting into the mining business, starting with buying lithium claims on 10,000 acres in Nevada. Musk has claimed that the process would be environmentally friendly and economical. Tesla's needs for lithium supply are increasing fast as the company is expanding production with new factories like Gigafactory Texas and Berlin. Over the last few weeks, Tesla has been rumored to have acquired LTUM Lithium Corporation, a lithium mining company based out of Nevada. The rumors started after a few of the company's employees were hired by Tesla and the automaker started listing jobs in Nevada, where it previously didn't have R&D operations. There you have it. Anyone who's worked for any length of time as a journalist is likely shuddering right now, and anyone with a passing grade in high school English is probably also cringing if they read that release slowly enough. For a start, I have no idea what lithium is, or why it's important to Tesla, and why in fact it's being confused with lithium. A single typo is one thing, but this typo appears not once, but twice. The whole thing was written like a first attempt at a junior high journalism assignment. And since when did press releases announcing a company acquisition by one of the world's most valuable firms not come with an official statement from the founder, CEO, or even press spokesperson of the company supposedly being acquired, or in fact the company doing the acquiring. Simply put, the signs were there. But because we're talking about Tesla and because lithium mining is such an important topic right now as the world rushes to electrify itself, some obvious checks appear to have been ignored. Worse still, Elon Musk appears to have gone AWOL on Twitter in recent days, and so yeah, perfect storm. Simply put, if you're an influencer in the race to be first to drop the news, to get the likes, the subs, and the viral love, you might not be doing your due diligence, which I think is one of the reasons it spread so quickly. But well, this was all made a whole lot worse by the fact that Tesla does not have a press department. Elon Musk prefers to make material statements to followers on Twitter, which is the whole reason the SEC has been on his back for the past 2 years or more. And while Tesla does make official submissions to the SEC, as all publicly traded companies are required to, another big tell this story wasn't first at what it seems, it also pretty much ignores any media requests and queries. And when you can't get a statement from Tesla on a story about Tesla, it becomes harder to figure out what's actually true and what's made up. Look, it's one of the reasons why we're constantly berated by people for not covering the Tesla Model 2, a $25,000 car which at least half of the internet is convinced at any one time is already in production and is coming to our driveways next week. And frankly, it's in Tesla's interests to stay quiet on those rumours and let the hype build. I am not going to make the allusion to a popular soft drink and its devotees because, well, that story is an unpleasant one involving lots of death. But the same kind of blind loyalty to a brand and unwillingness to double check, combined with Tesla's disinterest in having a real media department that helps the media navigate truth from fiction, makes this particular fake press release a perfect example of when things can go wrong. And to be clear, it isn't just Tesla. Other automakers, established and startups, are following Tesla's lead, making press teams harder to get hold of, farming out press releases to people who don't know the market or the material, and leading to some pretty heinous misunderstandings. And company stock from random firms that have nothing to do with Tesla going skyward. So, how do we solve this? Well, we can all do our part. Do me a favour, the next time you see something shared on social media, stop and double check it's real before reacting. And yes, hand on heart, I've sometimes been caught out too. We are all only human. But we owe it to ourselves to practice some serious critical thinking. That's it for today. If you like the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to leave your thoughts below or in our free-to-join Discord chat room. There is a link in the description. And if you want to tell us how awesome we are without leaving YouTube, then why not try a super thanks? It's easy to pass on the love, and it all goes to helping the channel grow. Don't forget too that we produce videos every single day on this network for you to enjoy, ranging from deep dives and features to tutorials, unboxings and reviews. And if you want the most comprehensive roundup of all the news in the EV world on a weekly basis, you should check out our TEN News Roundup show every Saturday. I even wear a blazer. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this channel and to our other channel, Transport Evolved Take 2, and give that bell a gentle ding to make sure you're told when our next video goes live. Thanks on behalf of the entire crew go out to the folk on my right for being our $15 to $49 a month supporters. Special thanks to our $50 a month patrons, that's Chris Maxwell, Bennett Elder, Brian Newton, Dave Kitchen, Michael Goad, Ricky Leon, Andrew Martin, Guido Drahota, Brophy Wolf, Tesla in the Gong, Gordon C, Stephen O'Donoghue, Carl Hodgson, Anthony Coates, Regine Fellows, Rory Litzwin, Anonymous Freak, Jim Burness, Chris Asentar and Denny Hyde. And of course, our deepest gratitude to our $100 a month Patreon supporters. They are Marcel Ward, Reggie Watts, Joe Bresney, JP Fagerback, Will Graylin, Matthew Drobnak, John Lyons, Christopher Lee Jones, Andrew Glenn, Paul Conway, Laura Reynolds, Ellery Hensley, last but not least, Ian. If you would like to join that amazing list and family of channel supporters, patrons, and effectively cheer us on, you can join Patreon at the link below. You can hit the join button to support us on YouTube, or show us your support through Ko-fi or buying something from our cool swag store. And if you are unable to support the channel financially, I want you to know that just watching the video in its entirety and sharing it with your friends, family and colleagues, as well as interacting with the team, really helps the analytics. So thanks for joining me. I'll see you soon. And as always, keep evolving.